have those days where you have so many things you gotta do that you barely have time to breathe. That's me today and tomorrow and probably this weekend. Edward is leaving for the weekend, which he doesn't get to do very often. So a lot of things have to be done because, well, I can't do it by myself. So we're doing 2% instead of 1% maybe. What I'm doing right now though is I'm out at the garden. I have to get my onions ready to harvest soon. Some are small, but some are not, and it is time. So it is what we can do to get what we just gotta do what we gotta do. So this weed out. This weed. So you can see here we have some really nice onions, which I should have treated better, but they're really beautiful. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna bend necks over, and it snaps them. And what it does is it stops them from growing. And once those things dry out a bit, we're gonna harvest the onions. So we already pulled out one onion this morning, and I used it in a soup because use them. These ones I want to use in multiple things, right? So I'm just gonna bend them over so that they can start drying out. I don't know if you're supposed to pick them to do that, but I'm just doing what I know right now. It is a trial and error here, or that's what I'm gonna call it. I'm wondering if we should actually just lay them like that and let them cure and bend over the stalks. Make sure they're not bent. This one is done. Let them air dry like that and get the outer shells to dry out a little bit so that they last longer. But this many onions, I'll use them up right quickly. This sunflower is ridiculous. Look at that. It's huge. So those are all done. Anyway. And then I'll come out here maybe tomorrow or something when they've had time to dry a little bit in the sun, and I'll gather them up. Anyway. Yeah, we'll see if that works. Look at these. Aren't they huge? The sunflower tower, unbelievable. It's massive. Let's see if I have a few summer squashes to harvest, because that would be nice. These just had so much struggling, so much this last year. Definitely gonna do things different next year. Here's one. That's a good size right there. Ouch. That's puny, but it's good. Thanks for coming out here with me. I'll bring you out again probably tomorrow when I pick up the onions. See? I don't know how long they have to stay like that, but I mean, it's not a ton of onions, so I'm not too worried about it. Anyway. Yay! Let's go see these ladies. You guys staying out of the sun? Huh? Oh, we got some good oyster shell there. Hi. Hi, honeys. Good morning. Oh, I look a little worse for wear this morning. I'm simply exhausted. Yesterday, got up at 5 and then spent some time together for about an hour and then went and did farm chores for a bit, then worked a full day and then spent about 5 hours trying to get the pigs moved and doing farm chores, and finally getting into bed around 9:30 and so sore I could barely sleep. And I'm not trying to be a whiner or a complainer, so I'll stop, but I need to get out here this morning first thing and harvest my onions. Let me show you. See all those? So I pulled them and bent over the stalks so that they would start to be able to get their yellowing skin for preserving, and see how they all have that skin. However, it's supposed to really rain today and that's not going to help them dry out. So I actually have my seed starting rack where I'm going to lay them out and dry them out there, but I at least want to get them out of the rain first. So that's what I'm going to do now. And I thought, why not bring you with me? There we go. A tub of onions. Alright, so I've brought in my onions, and where we're at in the house, I haven't taken you guys even on a house tour, I don't think, just because if we were in construction, we're still in construction, and maybe I'll do that soon, and so that you can guys see what we got kind of planned for the winter. But that's a whole different subject. I brought in the onions because it's raining outside and I really want them to cure and dry so that I can braid them and preserve them a little bit longer. If I don't, they could get moldy and they go bad, so they need lots of airflow. So I'm just going to lay them on my seed rack because I don't have a drying rack yet, but this will suffice. And then they're just going to dry in here. This is a what will be our entryway, but I'm using it for a seed starting room and now a curing room, and it's been used for storage and everything, but it's on the other side of our living room. So I'm hoping that this works. I really want one of those onion drying racks where you hang the onion upside down, but you know what? I don't have one of those, and so this will work. This will have to do. You know what? do with or do without, right? I don't even know how many onions we have, but this will help the process. Smells like onions out here. How fabulous. Oh, outside of being dirty. So there you go. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I have 22, 23 onions. So that's not bad for a little teeny patch. It is not even close enough to last us much time at all. We use onions in a lot of different things. But then again, this is going to be my entryway to the house. There's a door that goes right out to the driveway out here. These windows actually look into the living room. And this is just a nice area. We're going to put our wood out here for the winter, for just so we don't have to go outside in the cold to get snow or get wood for the wood stove. And then we're going to put like a shoe area in here and a place to take off your shoes so that I don't have so much disaster on the inside of the house. Anyway, thank you so much for coming with me this morning, even though I look like completely dreadful and sound dreadful, but I'm not dreadful. Even though I look it, I'm not it. Anyway, so I couldn't be more grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our channel. And always leave a comment. It's nice to interact with you guys and it really helps our numbers. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.